It can be easy to let emotions get the best of us, especially on social media. So a team of students with the University of South Carolina are working on a campaign to encourage everyone to think twice before you post. It's part of a national competition focused on encouraging people to be more civil towards one another, especially online. Fox Carolina's Margaret Burnquist talked to one of the students involved.
Public relations students who are part of the Bateman team at University of South Carolina are competing in this case study competition. They're launching an initiative called On the Line. Allie Pardue is a member of that Bateman competition team, and she's here to talk about it. Hi, Allie.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you. First, talk to us about the issue you're tasked with combating, digital incivility. What constitutes digital incivility?
Yes, absolutely. So I'll start with what civility is. And civility is more than just about politeness. It's about disagreeing without disrespect, seeking common ground as a starting point for dialogue about differences, listening past one's preconceptions, and teaching others to do the same. And so what that looks like on a digital sphere is focusing on how we have these conversations and the tone of our dialogue on social media. And anywhere these interactions are happening online. 63% of all Americans see more negative than positive sentiment on social media. And we believe that a lot of that is because of dehumanization that happens and the difference that people see when you're interacting with someone online, you're not seeing their face, and so they become dehumanized and people forget that they're talking to someone on the other side.
The press release our newsroom received says the Bateman team's initiative is dedicated to teaching students and working professionals about the consequences of acting uncivilly online. It says the consequences include their reputations, careers, relationships. Talk about that.
Yeah, so like you said, our campaign, is on the line. So when you post something uncivil online or partake in this discourse, we're trying to emphasize everything that is on the line. This is community, relationships, your reputation, and everything that comes about that. We've heard way too many stories about people losing their job, losing a scholarship, or being disenrolled from a university. I think everyone can come up with examples of consequences that have happened when they have sent or said something that was uncivil, whether that's cyberbullying or harassment. And we really did want to take the perspective of focusing on digital incivility because people are way more likely to be civil in person versus online.
So as part of this initiative, you're creating a social media movement and hosting civility weeks, also designing a civility pledge and developing programming content for campus organizations, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we have a variety of initiatives targeted towards all of our target audiences, the South Carolina Public Relations Society of America, South Carolina professionals and business leaders in general, as well as university students and faculty. So we have our social media movement that you mentioned with Civility Weeks through the School of Journalism here on campus, as well as we have a Civility Week with the SCPRSA next week. We're partnering with university leaders like President Caslin, who are amplifying and encouraging our message across campus. We have designed our civility pledge. There's over 200 signatures that we're really excited about after only our first week, and we'll be continuing to collect those signatures moving forward. We are going to hopefully have a civility-wide Civility Day through the mayor's office, hopefully March 7th. And then we developed multimedia content for campus organizations and prevented resources to student leaders. And we'll be on a podcast next week. So we have a lot of initiatives.
A lot coming up. Okay, again, the initiative, part of a case study competition with the Public Relations Society of America as client and Bateman teams at colleges across the country participating. Thanks again for being here. Allie Pardue, member of the Bateman team, University of South Carolina.
Thank you so much for having me.